So welcome. We're a lot of us, including hopefully you all, are thrilled to be here. This has been a long process, and we'll talk about that a little more later. But right now, we're going to kick off the groundbreaking in a very appropriate way. We have Sarah Davidson here, and she is going to sing the national anthem for us. So please give her your attention.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah. It's beautiful. It was beautiful. Okay, so again, thank you for being here. I'm going to introduce myself and a couple other folks, and then we're going to start letting you hear from some people that have been very integral in this project happening. So we're all, spring break it is. So we're all here today, obviously, for the groundbreaking ceremony for this Inlet Beach pedestrian and cyclist underpass project. And there are a lot of us in the community, in local government and in state government, that have been working on this for quite some time. I have personally been involved and I'll say who I am. I'm Lee Moore. I'm the executive director of Scenic Walton, and we are a local small nonprofit, small for now. We're working on that here, and we work on beautification and safety improvement projects in Walton County, all of Walton County. And so we got involved in this project. It's 7 years ago. It's hard to keep track at this point. It's been so long, and we have sort of taken a leadership role among other people in helping to get this done. And so, you know, this is part of a bigger overall project that involves a lot of landscaping, beautiful landscaping that you see, and pedestrian cyclist pathways as well. Some have been done, and we hope to get a lot more done later. And so it's been a joy working with everyone in the community on this. And we're going to talk a little more later, not too much, but I did want to introduce John Freer. And John is owner of Shades Bar and Grill right here behind you, and also multiple other developments and restaurants in this area. And Brian Core, owner of 30 Avenue, is to his left. And these gentlemen have been involved in this longer than I have. And they have just been tremendously supportive and helpful and integral in getting this done. And so I just want to thank them. They've been right by my side the entire way, as well as others. So I'm going to introduce people to come up and say a few words, and then we'll wrap up, and then we'll have the official shovel digging groundbreaking in just a few minutes. So first we have actually a former Board of County Commissioner for Walton County, Bill Chapman. He was former District 1 Commissioner and Chair of the Board of County Commissioners, and he was very integral and important in helping us get this done. So I'm going to, you Bill, you want to come up and say a few words? Don't tell them my nickname, not the whole crowd.
Good afternoon, everyone. As she said, I'm Bill Chapman. I was the District 1 Commissioner for the past 8 years. I decided to retire this past November, and I am not missing the work that y'all have to do every day now. My district ends on the other side of the road here. Back then, Lee is right. I seen Lee come to my office or to a board meeting. She was always had her hand out. She wanted money, so I named her More Money. But anyway, Lee had been very instrumental, along with the gentlemen that are sitting up here. And I want to personally thank several individuals I've worked with over the years to get this project done. It's about $5.5 million project, somewhere around there. Walton County, back during my tenure there, also put a lot of money, over $1 million into this. But it took a lot of effort on the part of myself, Commissioner Anderson, you're sitting in his district now, working with together with the TPO, because you don't get anything accomplished on infrastructure unless you get the TPO buy-in. And I want to thank Nathan Boyles, the chair over there, that helped with me getting this thing accomplished and getting the funding and getting it moved up on the Transportation Long Range Plan. Also want to thank our DOT District Office in Chipley, Secretary Gaynor, not this one back here, but Secretary Gaynor was very instrumental, along with his staff, Jason, and others that are out here in the audience. Baby's back here. Yeah, you're going to talk in a minute. All right, but for them, I want to thank them. I want to thank Lee's group and the other groups that help come in and support this. Without the community support and the support of our state representatives, Senator Gaynor back here, very instrumental. Did a heck of a job for us over in Tallahassee, getting the money to move forward on this. So I want to thank all of them. I appreciate it. I'm probably leaving somebody out, but I've been retired for about 5 months now, and I forget things when I left the door. So anyway, again, thank you for being here. It's going to be a great safety project. There's a lot of young people out here. Dee Dee's holding a couple. There's one sitting over there and a few more in the back. It's going to make it a very safe crossing for those that want to go from this side over there to get one of the best donuts there is around. So with that said, thank you again for coming, and just bear with the construction. It's going to take a little time, but it'll all happen. Thank you again.
All right, thank you, former Commissioner Chapman. I'm going to introduce the rest of the commissioners. We have our entire slate of county commissioners here today, and then I'm going to ask Commissioner Anderson to come up and speak because he has been very involved. So just welcome Commissioner Trey Nick, District 4 Commissioner and Chairman of the Board of County Commissioners currently. And we also have Commissioner Boots McCormick. He is District 1 Commissioner. Danny Glidewell is Commissioner of District 2, and we also have our Vice Chairman and District 3 Commissioner Michael Barker right here with us. So we're so appreciative for all of you showing up today and showing your support, because I know some of you weren't in office when this all got approved, but you're going to be when it's getting done, and there's more to come. So we're thrilled to have you all here. And now I'll just introduce Commissioner Anderson, Tony Anderson, District 5 County Commissioner, who I have worked closely with on this project as well, and he's been wonderful and helped us get it done. So, Tony?
Thank you. I got involved in this project probably 2 weeks after I got in office for the first time in 2016, and got a call from Reynolds Henderson to come down and meet John and Brian and Lee, and Chapman called me, Mr. Chapman, and said, you know, Lee's name is Lee More Money, So I was on my P's and Q's, but they pitched this project to me, and I thought it was a great project, but I knew it would be a big undertaking to get it done. And so the first legislative session, I went and saw my friend Senator Gaynor and my friend Representative Drake, who couldn't be here today. He's got some meetings in Tallahassee, but they got behind this project, and I'm going to tell you, being a new commissioner, I screwed it all up. I was not supposed to do that. I was supposed to go to the TPO to get them to ask for the money. But, you know, I just told Commissioner Chapman, who was on the TPO board, I said, just tell them that I'm an idiot. I didn't know there was a protocol. But Senator Gaynor stepped up, Representative Drake, and they got us $2 million right out of the box. And this was really the first project I worked on. And it was truly a private sector, county, and state project. And I don't think it could have gotten done without all of us working together. But these people sitting up here, John and Brian and Lee, there's several more, they're the ones who really pushed this project. And they're the ones that stayed with me. I mean, you know, Lee, I was hearing Lee talk in my sleep. I heard from her so much. But it's a great project. It's a safety issue. And yes, it took a long time, but government works really slow. But thanks to people like these guys and our commissioner, Senator Gaynor and Representative Drake, we got it done. So they're the heroes. We're just the ones trying to get it done. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Anderson. I want to recognize someone briefly that's not up here but probably should be. Jay Tusa, the director of the TDC, is here today, and he has also been very involved in helping get this done, and there was TDC funding that went into it. And so thank you, Jay, for all of your support. He's also a member of our board and very supportive of making our county as beautiful and safe as it possibly can be. So thank you very much, Jay. All right, and now I'll introduce Florida Senator George Gaynor, and as it's already been mentioned, he has been a huge help in getting this done. So, Senator Gaynor, you want to say a few words?
I'm a sympathy stick here with me today, but it's really a pleasure for me to come and see this project start to be in fruition. For a long time, I was on the speed dial for Reynolds and several of the folks up here, Tony and Bill, and every time I'd question the project, I knew that if everybody in Walton County was for something, it had to be good. And so for a while there, for a long while, all I heard was pick up the phone and send me more money. They wasn't talking about Lee Moore either. So I'm so glad to see this today, and I'm so glad that this is the result of everybody in Walton County working together. We should be very proud of all of our leaders over here, and I appreciate the fact that I'm just in a small part of it. And if we don't save but one life over here, then this is going to be worth everything that we've all done. Thank you very much. Thank you for letting me work for you.
Thank you, Senator Gaynor. And we will, I know Representative Brad Drake has already been mentioned, but I'll mention him as well. He's been a big help in getting this done, and we're glad he's in Tallahassee working for us right now. So I will introduce one other dignitary that is here, and that is Jason Peters. Jason is the Director of Transportation Operations for the Florida Department of Transportation for District 3, which is our district, if you don't know that. I'm well aware of that. I work with these guys all of the time, and they are a wonderful district, and Jason has been a wonderful supporter of helping us to get good things done in Walton County. And so, Jason, if you want to come up and say a few words about FDOT's perspective on this.
thank you. Like everyone said, good afternoon. I'm Jason Peters. I'm the Director of Operations with the Florida Department of Transportation. And I want to thank you for being here today to kick off the construction of this $5.6 million lighted pedestrian underpass. We actually have our construction team here today, Valencio, Drogan, and half are the folks that's going to be boots on the ground during the construction project. They're actually here today, so we appreciate them being here. As everyone has said, this project is a very excellent example of the department's mission to improve safety, enhance mobility, and inspire innovation, and it supports the department's goals of having a safe transportation system. According to the latest statistics, unfortunately, Florida is ranked third in the nation with the highest pedestrian fatalities. Projects of this nature, however, are vital in the target of driving our goal of zero fatalities and injuries. Innovation in infrastructure and design improvements like pedestrian underpasses provide a safe walking and biking facility for the users, and it reduces crashes, so it supports our goals of having a safe transportation system. I'd also like to thank, as well as others has, our state delegation, Representative Brad Drake, and also Senator Gaynor. As everyone has already said, those guys have been true champions there in Tallahassee, fighting for the communities and capturing funds necessary to provide infrastructure in the Panhandle area. So we really thank those guys for all the work they do and doing the heavy lifting and getting the funding that we need to make projects like this happen. But then this project wouldn't be successful if it wasn't for the strong partnerships that we have with FDOT, or the FDOT and Walton County partnership. I still call him Commissioner Chapman because I've worked with him for many years, and like I said, it's a great partnership, and FDOT, we really appreciate the partnerships that we have with Walton County. And then an endeavor of this importance, it's also essential that the community, both the public and private sectors, both are supported. And seeing everyone here today is a classic example. Also, our business owners that are here are very instrumental in delivering a project of this nature. So we appreciate them and their support and teamwork with making this project happen. And again, it's an exciting day, and we're appreciative to be part of what a great day it is in celebrating a project of this nature. Thank you.
Thank you, Jason. And I just want to say personally again, thank you to FDOT and the state. This clearly would not have happened without a ton of support from them. And they've been wonderful. They've met with us, oh my gosh, many hours also, in working with us to make sure that the end result is going to be something that the community wants as well. So this is very, very exciting. So now I'm going to introduce again John Freer and ask him to say a few words. John, and just a brief beginning of a history of this project. The way this project came about initially was that the developers around this intersection that knew what was coming here, and this was before the donut hole went in, which was the first real new development in the last several years that came into this area. They knew what was coming, and they were so concerned about the safety of the citizens and visitors to Walton County that they started to pursue this improvement project, the whole ball of wax that I mentioned earlier, and this pedestrian underpass and cyclist underpass was a critical piece of that. And so I just think that's so wonderful that it was initiated by some business people and community leaders that wanted to see the right thing done ahead of time. So John, if you want to say a few words, and then I'll wrap us up.
Thank you, Lee. This has been honestly one of the most amazing projects I've been associated with, working with Lee Moore, Brian Core, some of the local other businesses, and just driving it home day in and day out that we've got to make a difference at this intersection because it just is not safe. If you look at the tally of accidents just in this intersection in 2019 and 20, it's amazing. It is a very unsafe intersection, but guess what? We're here today to announce that that will no longer happen. Pedestrians will safely navigate from one side to the other, from the north side to the south side to the north side of 98. We will allow people to get back on their bicycles, walk freely, leave their vehicles at home, where they need to be, and let's create more of a walking community here in South Walton. This is an amazing area with amazing people, amazing businesses, amazing community. I'm just happy to be a part of it. So thanks to y'all.
Thank you, John. It's been a pleasure. That seems too small to say. It's been amazing working with these guys here in the community, and I'm just really appreciative of all that you guys are doing. So I'm going to wrap us up. Don't worry, we're almost done. I'll be quick. One thing I want to mention is that this safety improvement is critically important. I want you all to know that coming behind it, and this is important for me to say representing Scenic Walton, okay, that there's going to be landscaping that's going to be installed around the underpass, and it's going to be beautiful. And there's also, we are partnering with Jennifer Steele and the Cultural Arts Alliance. Jennifer's over there. Thanks for being here, Jennifer. They do an amazing job bringing arts to our community and our county. So we're partnering up with them to do a public art project and that will happen once the construction is complete. We're going to have some sculptures involved and some murals on the walls of the underpass itself, and it's just going to be gorgeous. We want going through this underpass to be an experience for people, not just getting from point A to point B, and Jennifer is really going to help us do that, and her organization, so thank you for that. So I want to say that as I was the president of the board of Scenic Walton, and now I'm the executive director full-time there, and I've worked on so many projects through the years, and they're all wonderful and fun and rewarding, but they're mostly revolve around beautification, which is critically important. I'm not diminishing that. I think it's critically important. But also, this is the first time that I have been able to work on a project that I think, and Senator Gaynor mentioned it, will directly save lives in our community. And I think that is so important and so amazing. I get a little emotional thinking about it and talking about it, because I know in my heart it's going to save lives. And it is just so, extremely needed, and it's right on time. You can see how busy it is here, and it's only going to get busier. And from a Scenic Walton perspective, we've been working on projects to improve this community for decades now, since the mid-90s or early 90s, in one form or another. And we have worked so hard to also advocate for getting good design code in place that has led to our county developing out as beautifully as it is here in the south end. We've just expanded to the north end in the last year or two, so we're going to go to work. We're going to work up there as well, north of the bay. But we are taking our organization to the next level. Hiring me, we're kicking off a major gift campaign this quarter. There are some goodie bags over under that table over there, the tent that says Shades Bar and Grill. Please grab some. There's a form in there that'll give you information about us. But we're just thrilled to be able to be a part of bringing important projects like this to our community. And we're going to do a lot more of it. But we need support. We need financial and otherwise support from the community to get that done. So I encourage you, if you are willing to consider contributing to us and helping us to continue getting wonderful things like this done. And again, I will just say we appreciate everybody showing up today. I appreciate everyone on this stage and many others that have been so helpful in many ways, funding-wise primarily. That's the hardest part of this stuff. And to get an almost $6 million project done as quickly as we are, it feels like forever for us, but in transportation infrastructure years, it's really, really quick. And that couldn't have happened without a lot of help from a lot of people, and a lot of people who cared about saving lives here at this intersection. So thank you all very much. And have we forgotten to mention anything before I close it out? Yes, there is a video under the overhang back here at the restaurant and it shows a virtual walkthrough of what the underpass is going to look like. So I encourage you to also check that out. And also, I do want to thank one other person. Kelly Horton, lobbyist for Walton County, has been extremely helpful as well in getting this done. So thank you, Kelly. There are so many players, and I've probably left someone out. I hope not, but we appreciate every single bit of effort that's been put into this by everyone that's been involved. So thank you all, and if you want to join us, we'll do the shovel ceremony in just a minute. Thank you.